Episode is brought to you by BetterHelp because sometimes we just need somebody to talk to, okay? Look, it's Thanksgiving, it's family time, and it can get stressful, all right? You just need to take a break and just vent sometimes, okay? So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule, okay? Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge, all right? So let the gratitude flow with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/foods today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/foods.
Dudes behind the foods. Yo, it's the dudes behind the foods. Dudes behind the foods. Yeah, it's the dudes behind the foods. That's actually really fucking good. I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. That's stuck in my head because Veda, who has been on her Frozen kick for like the past, 8 months, finally has really started to open up to new Disney, different Disney movies. And we're in the car this morning and it was quiet at first. And she was like, what did she say? It was one line. It was like, I don't know. It was just, I just hear her, oh, no. Can you put on the carpet song? I'm like, yeah, baby, let's do it.
Can you put on the turbans? Don't you say that. It's Aladdin.
Did you know now if you watch Aladdin on Disney Plus, there's a disclaimer?
About what?
The
racial depiction of the
the
people.
racial stereotypical depiction of the people of that part of the world.
You know, Disney, if you're going to apologize for that, you got to apologize for a lot more other stuff,
We
too.
are Siamese. I think they do put out an apology before,
Yes, I did.
before that as well.
Well, how do you feel about that? Do you think that's a smart thing, or do you think, nobody cares?
I think it's smart. Yeah, I do. I think if I even if I watch like that movie, the Aristocats with
Okay.
the Siamese cats, I remember watching that as a little kid and being like, oh, these cats are funny, right? But
Yeah.
I can see why watching that now, I'm like, oh, okay, this feels a little offensive. So I feel like I'd rather than be like, hey, sorry about that. We did that a long time ago, as opposed to removing it. I wouldn't want them to remove it.
Oh, I would say just keep it on and don't say nothing. Nobody cares.
People care.
Ching chong ching. You know how much people don't care? Disney is so powerful, they're going to still watch it.
Oh, of course.
They're still gonna watch it.
Of course. I mean, I'm not offended by Aladdin, but that's because that's not my people's. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Well, I was offended by Mulan. All right? None of them had an Asian accent. It was so inaccurate. They all spoke English. How? How?
Somebody did.
Hey, Mulan. That fucking video you sent me. Oh, shout outs to that fucking
Did you
crazy.
bring me Loco Mocos?
Yeah.
Oh.
Moco means booger.
My sweet Joto bought me a Loco Moco.
Yes. Why? No. Sweet maricon, dude. Come on, dude.
Well, I'm really excited about this then. Let me get a fucking, let me get a little picture.
If you guys have never had a Loco Moco before, it's a breakfast dish made with a beef patty, gravy, and a fried egg.
Is it from Hawaii?
It is a Hawaiian thing.
Man, I love a Loco Moco. I even like fucking like, I've had like a bougie Loco Moco, where it's like,
Short rib.
a short rib, or like a Wagyu patty, and then like a special whatever they did with the rice. Woo.
And I gotta tell you, man, you guys can all make Loco Moco at home. Like if you go to a lot of like, cheap local spots, they're just using like packet gravy, the pre-packed hamburger and whatever. It's supposed to be cheap, but if you want to fancy it up, you can. But if you're making it at home, really cheap, very delicious.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
How exciting. I was excited because I was falling in love with you. You know what I found out about myself, dog? In my big age that I didn't know? I am a get food, happy dance person.
Oh, you know what you are? You're a fat black auntie.
You said say that one more time because I laughed.
You're a fat black auntie.
So one day, dog, I was in the kitchen by myself late at night. Let me get a flavor. Bomb. If you never had Loco Moco, hamburger patty, gravy, rice, runny egg, all that delicious mushiness coming together.
It's so good.
Fucking filling. Feels like a hug around your small intestine.
This with hot sauce is fucking a killer combo.
Yeah, bro. So I was in my kitchen and I was eating something by myself, and I noticed myself dancing, and I texted Rick, and I was like, bro, you know what I just realized about myself?
I'm gay.
I am so cringe, dog. I was like, bro, I'm a dance when I eat person. And Rick was like, oh, you didn't know that? He's like, yeah, that's you. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm looking over through the security camera of me in the kitchen. I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
You know what? You are.
What?
You dance when you like something really good.
Who, me?
Yeah.
You know that about me? You noticed that?
Listen, we've gone across the country eating food. When you like food, you like food.
Well, damn. How did you, let me ask you this, dog. A lot of people don't fuck with runny eggs. What? Why do you like runny eggs? Did your mom prepare you runny eggs when you were a little boy?
Always did. Like when I used to, one of my very fond memories of my mom is like waking up in the morning, and I loved eggs. My mom hates eggs, by the way. She
Really?
fucking hates it. She doesn't eat it ever.
Really?
She grew up, because she was so broke growing up, you know, you got to only eat affordable things. So she just ate eggs all the time. Hates it now. She fucking hates it. So in the morning before I would go to school, in elementary school, before I go to the bus, she would make me like some, hot rice, just some fried eggs, and some Korean side dishes like panchan, and I would eat that for breakfast every morning. So that's like my fondest memory. And I remember one time I just woke up and then I was watching morning cartoons before school, and then my mom would be next to me, and I'm just watching TV, and she would just feed me as I'm watching TV. Like I vividly remember that shit. And I remember eating hot rice. This it's kind of like a ojingo jorim. It's like the fried the dehydrated squid.
Love that.
But then you marinate it with like gochujang, sugar, and sesame oil, and you just eat that with the rice and eggs.
Oh, shit.
And that's like my fondest memory before going to school with my mom, and it was with eggs.
I love a runny egg. My mom as well. My mom thinks eggs are just the healthiest thing in the whole world. She's like, make sure the kids are
good for
eating
you.
eggs every day. Yeah.
Good for the brain.
Are they? Or is that just what your Korean mom said?
No, you could look it up.
So, yeah.
Robyn, look it up. Egg yolk good for brain.
Always runny eggs like with like, my mom would be making like an American breakfast for me or whatever. She'd get some like little hot dogs, grill them up real good, fry them up or whatever. She did a way she would like split them where they kind of like curved and stuff. It was so good. And then what my mom used to have me do actually on some like not even Asian shit, on some white people shit, runny egg, a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of Worcestershire, and then we would bust the yolk open and dip some toast with the Worcestershire and ketchup and egg yolk. Fire.
Now it reminds me of kaya toast.
Kaya toast?
A soy sauce, an egg, and like a raw egg, and you eat it with this coconut jam and like a slab of butter this thick in the middle and toast, and you dip it. It's like an Indonesian or Singaporean dish or Malaysian, I forget. It's one of those.
One of those.
Yeah.
Well, you ever had like a shakshuka?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll make you this next time. It's this kid. It's a kid dish that people eat that I still eat till this day. It's actually one of my favorite Korean foods.
Okay.
And it's just toasted seaweed that you use for a wrap.
Yum.
But it's called kerampap, which is egg rice.
Get on bump.
Get up.
Get on bump. Get on bump.
Kerampap. Think of all the. But they had so it's a hard fried egg. And some people will have scrambled eggs with it. I think that's completely wrong. Most people do it this way. But hard fried egg, soy sauce, butter, and sesame oil. And you just mix that all in. Sometimes you could throw green onions with it. And then you take the seaweed and you just throw it in there and you eat it with kimchi.
That sounds amazing.
So that's like what you feed, like kids would love to eat when they were kids, but I still eat it as an adult.
Bro, if we talking about struggle meals, my favorite struggle meal, Asian shit, was just rice and soy sauce, dog. All the time. I feel like that's what I ate most of my childhood because not only because it was cheap, but I just loved it. Rice and soy sauce.
Just add. So I'll do this thing next time we're here. We'll make it here. So you just need hot rice, and we have something called mayak eggs, which they're called drug eggs because they're supposed to be addictive.
Okay.
But it's marinated in like a Korean style soy sauce, and you soft boil it. So when you get the hot rice, you smash it, and the yolk mixes it in with everything with some of that special soy sauce. Then we'll eat it with seaweed paper that I'll make.
Fire.
And you'll fucking love it. It's kind of addictive. Like you literally can't stop eating it, and it's so bad for you.
Sounds amazing.
Dude, Veda would love it. Kids love that shit.
For sure. I mean, Veda has only ever really been down for scrambled eggs, but I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for her to be a little. I'll offer her to try something, and she'll go no, and then she'll go maybe when I'm 4, maybe I'll like it when I'm 4.
It's so funny because This thing is probably the equivalent of butter garlic noodles for kids, the Asian version.
Word.
Like this is all they want to eat.
Okay. I'm down. I'm always down. I like eggs. I like all types of eggs. I've never had the super special Japanese omelet. The
the omurice?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that thing is like 6 eggs.
Really?
Yeah, when I had it, I was like, this is good, but I'm eating fucking 6 eggs. Dude.
Sheesh.
It's a shit ton of eggs. Because the only way for it to have that volume is to have that many eggs. And then when I tried making it at home, I did it with 3. You can't make it. It's not enough. It was like 5 or 6. So you can eat it, but it's good to like, I would rather split it because it's just a lot. So when I see people eat the whole thing, it's like, dude, you're in Japan. You got to eat other things. How the fuck are you going to eat that and other stuff?
By the way, this is so good. Where's this from?
I have no idea. I just looked up Loco Moco. I wish I could shout this place out.
Yo, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. It's really good. I remember one time I was in Hawaii and I ordered a Loco Moco and I also was like, oh no, that's what it was. I was at a restaurant and I was like, hey, can I just get just like this garlic rice and like some Spam with some eggs? And the server, this older Hawaiian dude was like, you local? You from here? I'm like, nah, man. I'm mainlander, brother. Mainlander, brother. I just like Spam. He was so shocked that someone was coming into the restaurant, like a nice hotel restaurant, and just having Spam and eggs, you know?
Oh, Spam, eggs, and rice is another struggle meal that is fucking undefeated, man.
Oh,
And kimchi.
if we don't talk about struggle meals, bro, what would you say are your favorite? Did you eat a lot of these stereotypical like American people struggle meals?
Like the white bread ham and cheese sandwich?
Or like what are the poppin' ones now? Fried bologna sandwich.
Oh, so funny you say that. Meal for us, because I didn't have any white friends growing up. I only see this stuff on TV.
Okay.
So
I see.
in high school, you make your own money and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a fucking fried bologna, see what all the hype is.
Really?
And I fucking fried up bologna.
Yeah.
And I used to eat it, here and there.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, fried bologna, and I put the mustard and the white bread. I was like, it's all right. I was like, this is the white bread and the American cheese and the ham was my hitter.
Oh man.
That
Oh,
was
you
my
talking about the fried bologna was all right?
Fried bologna was all right.
Oh, bruh. When I went to my babysitter, who was Thai, by the way, in Gardena, one of her go-to snacks was a fucking fried bologna sandwich, and that shit. Man, that was like a hitter for me, dog. It was like, she would put, it was just bread, mayo, bologna, fried. But man, for me, the bee's knees.
Was she
brother.
hot, dude? Is that why?
I mean, she did touch me inappropriately.
Don't talk about my first love that way.
No, she didn't. Shout out to her, she's great. Another thing that I didn't know was like, apparently was a struggle meal was like putting hot dogs in your like ramen, in your like instant noodles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I loved putting like little hot dogs in
I feel like just ramen is the struggle. Once you add hot dogs, you elevate it.
I think so too.
Yeah. I used to put, if we didn't have Spam, we'd use kielbasa.
Oh, kielbasa, you fancy.
Because Costco had those huge packs. And so we would slice up the kielbasa, my mom would fry it up, and then she would fry the eggs and some of the kielbasa fat.
Okay, word.
And then we would just eat that too. Ooh, that was fucking delicious.
That sounds
Well,
great. Pork and beans? You fuck with the pork and beans?
I never had pork and beans growing up like that.
Oh man, that was my shit as well. I think, and we've mentioned this before, I got put onto a lot of like Americanized meals just from the cafeteria because I was heavy eating cafeteria food. So that's what first time I really had like sloppy joes and like that type of shit. I loved a good sloppy joe growing up.
Hormel chili and rice was another thing I ate a lot. Progresso clam chowder and rice.
Oh brother, or that fucking beef stew.
And rice.
That Dinty Moore, that's what it was.
Dinty
Moore
Moore.
beef stew.
Oh, the corned beef.
Hash.
Corned beef hash,
Love
fucking
it.
delicious. So fucking good with rice. Everything I just ate it with rice. Like whatever was American, we just ate it with rice. Because it was so salty.
Right, true.
I just destroyed this whole thing as we were sitting.
Yeah, I'm trying to pace myself because we still have another episode of this, but
not me.
it's so good.
Not me. I had Chinese food last night. Knocked me the fuck out.
What was that place you said? I've never been.
Oh, Yang Chow's.
Yang Chow's?
They
Wait,
have-
maybe I have seen this place.
Slippery shrimp?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What is that?
You don't even know what it is. He's like, I don't know. You're like, maybe. What do you mean? It's a dish.
Well, yeah.
That's what they're known for. It's their slippery shrimp. It's fucking delicious, dude. It's like cooked with like chili oil, vinegar, sugar. It's like sweet, tangy.
Okay.
Hella good, dude. I could eat that shit for days.
Let me ask you this. You eat the shrimp poop?
I don't care about the shrimp poop.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I do not give a poop about the shrimp poop.
I haven't died from it.
That's facts. It might even make you healthier.
I haven't gotten sick from it.
Yeah.
I haven't died from it.
If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, sometimes you go to seafood boil spot specifically, not like a nice restaurant, even like a mom and pop Italian restaurant. If you order a pasta with some shrimp, it's usually gonna be deveined, okay? It's the vein on the back of the shrimp. A lot of people say that is like actually shrimp poop, okay? If you go to a seafood boil spot, a boiling crab or a kicking crab or whatever, a lot of times they are cooking the whole shrimp in the shell. A lot of times it's not deveined. I don't give a fuck, homie.
Neither do I.
Give me that fucking shrimp poop. I do not give a fuck.
The only difference is like if you go to like tiger prawns where they're large, you can't eat that poop because it's just sand.
Oh, yeah.
It's just gritty ass sand, and I found out the hard way. I was like, oh, this is terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Because their poop sack is a lot bigger. So just this dark line of just sand and poop. I ate that. It was so unpleasant. I'm like, God, I just ate ass. I ate shrimp ass.
It's like a whole just fucking log of shit.
I just ate a log of shit. Yeah. Fucking gross, man. You know, Mariel hates shrimp.
Hates shrimp.
Yeah, she'll eat it now, here and there, but
Wow.
her mom used to always. It's that stuff. It's like the stuff that your parents force you to eat.
Yeah.
You grow up hating it.
Yeah.
And shrimp is delicious.
I
dude.
love shrimp.
Shrimp to me is fancy food.
You know what has been a conversation recently that I think I'm really beginning to agree with is crab over lobster as far as preference.
I'm 1,000% crab over lobster.
That wasn't me before.
Oh,
I think because
I mean, lobster's delicious.
I love lobster. Of course. But now I get it. You know, when you get that good, that sweet, like Alaskan king crab, especially, and big old girthy.
Favorite crab, which one? And you could have unlimited amounts of it. It doesn't
Really?
matter.
I think I gotta go with that just the king crab, man. That big old girthy piece, dog. It's like it's so sweet and juicy. How about you? You liking the traditional crab legs?
Dungeness. I can't ever step away from Dungeness. The yield to what you get, and it's a little more savory than sweet.
Yield. What is the yield? What is that?
Like how much meat you get from it.
Okay.
Right? And then the body cavity, the crab guts, and the Dungeness is
Okay,
my
that's
favorite.
facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
And then you can make fried rice with it. You could make like dips with it. You can do whatever. It's so fucking good.
I love a good crab guts situation. 100%. Yeah.
Every time I'm on fucking online, I watch like fishing videos. White folks just throw that shit away. Like when the crabbers, they'll say like, this is how you decrab a fucking whatever thing, and they break the shell, the inner, and they throw it in the ocean. And every Asian person in the comments like, what the fuck are you doing?
You know what? Because it's seafood white people, like they know, bro.
Yeah.
They know. Like, it's a lot of people that know. Because remember when we went lobster fishing in Maine? And the guy told us, he's like, yeah, this is called the tamale. They look at this as like, this is like gold right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a delicacy. He knew what's up.
That's the lobster head, right? The tamale.
It's the
brown stuff.
The gunk.
I
Yeah.
love that shit.
Me too.
It's almost like it's like a sauce that comes with it.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good. That's the first time we had a soft lobster shell. Remember, we could just touch it and it just broke.
Oh yeah.
And it was so much more juicier. It's a little different.
Yeah.
That's how Trump talks, dude.
Beyonce.
I watched I listened to the Joe Rogan podcast with Trump. It was like the biggest thing ever.
You watched the whole 3 hours?
I listened to it, just sparingly, and like whenever I'm in the car. So it was broken up into like four or five times. That fool is interesting. Like, it's the way he tells stories that makes me laugh so hard.
He's just
Right.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's just like the way he talks about himself. You could tell he sucks his own dick so hard.
Yeah.
Like he was telling this, like
I know.
it was like. I mean, don't quote me on this, but it was something along the lines of this. He's like talking about like how he kept the world peaceful.
Okay.
I'm like, listen, this is not a political talk. This is just me talking about him, how he speaks. It's just fucking funny.
Yeah.
And he's like, Joe, I walked over to Putin. I told him, Putin, you're not gonna shoot. You're not gonna throw those bombs out there, are you? Like, okay, all right. This really happened. You know?
Like a Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. Just like how he portrays himself is so funny, dude.
Batman. Putin.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something here, Pootie Pie. You're not gonna do that, Pootie Pie.
You know, it's so funny that had to be like that. You had to be like, hey man, this isn't political. I'm just saying Trump is funny because we literally said the same shit on a previous episode. We're just talking about how Trump is like so stupid and funny.
Yeah.
And someone was like, yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. Asians for Trump. Asians for Trump 2025. Yeah.
You'll never know my political views. I have none.
Guys, we just think it's funny, okay?
It's just too hard to know all this stuff, dude. When you watch the videos and you see like people debate, I'm like, how do you guys retain so much specific information in your fucking head? That's crazy.
As much as we want to talk about spam and crab guts for 20 minutes.
Oh, that's what they are in.
They love it. They literally love it, dude.
It stresses me out.
These motherfuckers can talk about this for hours and then look at a piece of shrimp and be like, meh, throw it away. Ew, what's this orange stuff in my crab? Meh.
Well, let me tell you what this is. It's actually the poop shoot.
I'm gonna get a coffee. I'll be right back.
BetterHelp. It's all about that mental health. Hey, what's up, y'all? Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp, okay? This month is all about gratitude, so I just want to shout out my wife because I'm thankful to her for listening, all right? And addition to her, there's another person we don't get to thank enough, and that is ourselves. Sometimes it's hard to remind yourself that we're trying our best to make sense of everything in this crazy world, all right? So here's a reminder that you need to take some time for yourself, even if it's just to talk to somebody, okay? So that's why we need therapy sometimes, just to vent or just have somebody sit and listen, okay? That's why I F with BetterHelp, and that's why I love that we're all getting a little therapy nowadays, and we're realizing that mental health is important, okay? So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge, okay? Now check this out. Let the gratitude flow with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/foods today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/foods.
David, so can you believe this guy dropped off my coffee, didn't even give me a straw? What is he want my teeth to get yellow or what?
Are you a coffee connoisseur, or do you just need it to help you get that penis up?
I drink coffee every day now.
Same here now.
I don't like it to be super sweet. If that makes me a connoisseur, I'm not like, oh, I enjoy like the fine roast of a Colombian whatever, or, oh man, the hints of whatever from this Ethiopian.
There's whatever, you know.
From this Ethiopian brews, like hitting. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy the flavor. I do. I don't like it to be too sweet. I don't get the fucking foo-foo shit. Except for this time, because it was like, oh, pumpkin spice? Pumpkin cream? Sure.
Dude, pumpkin spice is white girl season, baby. You know how Asian guys have the red flannel season? Pumpkin spice is white girl season.
Hey, man, we lit. We're lit.
We're lit. Yeah, I didn't really get into coffee. Well, Sacramento's a huge coffee place, right? Like people fucking, it's like our coffee is pretty good. Everybody goes to Sacramento like, oh, you guys have really good coffee because they have a huge coffee culture there.
Huh.
But when I went to this spot out in Pasadena, and they were probably one of the first spots to really kind of, in LA that I remember, that kind of started like this artisanal coffee thing, even before Blue Bottle, because obviously that's not from here, but they're a chain.
Okay.
What is that place called? But either way, it's in Old Town Pasadena. And I don't know shit about coffee at this point, right? I just was like, oh, let me see what people are talking about. Because we would only drink like Starbucks or like Folgers and shit.
Right.
And so I'm there. And then Asian people love Folgers.
They do.
Yeah.
That big red tub.
Dude, my mom still drinks until this day.
Yeah, same.
It doesn't fucking matter what coffee beans I give her. She has a grinder and everything. She goes, Give me that one.
From Costco.
Yep. The same fucking one. I had to make that for her every day when I worked at the store. So I would go to the back. She goes, go make me a coffee. It was with the dairy creamer, the fucking Folgers, and a pack of sugar. And she would love that shit. But this guy, fucking, I walk in and, you know, if you don't know coffee culture or whatever, they're telling you like the beans, the roast, like where it's from.
Oh, right.
And I don't know. So I'm like, hey, can you recommend me something that'd be really good? Right? You know what this guy fucking said to me? He goes, you don't know what you want? Do you drink coffee? Bro. My buddy was with me.
How annoying.
My buddy was with me.
Yeah.
And then immediately I went from a smile to a scowl. And I looked at him, I was like, who the fuck are you talking to? And then other people heard behind me too. And they're like, yeah, that's rude. Why would you say that to him? And so he was like, this isn't a Starbucks. And dude, I've never yelled at like a worker before, but he was like, are you trying to fight me? It was like the weirdest experience ever.
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, like, you know, obviously I talked to the manager, they're scolding him or whatever. You go onto the Yelp, everybody complained about this dude, about his snobbery, how he treats people. Cause he's like, first of all, is coffee a personality? What the fuck is your problem?
100%. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's crazy because you think if you have a very niche knowledge of something, you'd be excited to tell people about it, right? You talk to a tequila guy about what's a good tequila, those motherfuckers will go off for an hour for you about all types of bullshit you don't care about. My guy, I'm trying to get drunk.
What's gonna get me wasted?
Like this particular bottle here comes from a tiny Mexican lady, the tiniest abuelita you've ever seen in your life, from a small shack in the corners of Jalisco. She eats two kernels of corn every day. All she does is make tequila.
12 years ago, she lost her face. She has no face. She makes tequila with no face, no tongue, no teeth. How does she know the flavors? She knows from the smell.
She can feel the flavors from her fingertips, which are bone. That's how tequila experts get down, bro.
Which are bone. Her hand went from, in my mind, she had these cute little hands and it instantly went into skeletons. Yeah, I was like, oh, my bad. We sort of from both.
And then you got fucking Chance at the random coffee brewery spot. Don't even want to give you a little information.
All he had to do was give me a recommendation. It's not even that big of a deal, but he got fired apparently.
Wow.
Like, pretty quick after that because the comments were like, thank God that guy's gone. Because I thought it made me feel like I was crazy. It's like, am I not? Because, you know, if you're not a part of something, do you feel, oh, did I make a faux pas?
Right.
Did I, you know what I mean?
Did I do something rude?
Yeah, because then I was just like, first of all, dude, I'll beat your fucking ass, dude.
You said, I'll fold your ass in half, dog.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Mountains of brew, not of anything, and they're coming to. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that one.
Yeah.
Shout out
That's
to Folgers,
a good
man.
one. Folgers, man.
Every Asian person loves Folgers.
I don't know what it is.
Like Korean people specifically have those coffee sticks. It's like Folgers. But the cream, the sugar, and everything is in there. And you just dump it in the water and you're good to go. They love that shit.
Did your dad drink coffee too, or just your mom?
Dad's just like me, hyper caffeine sensitive.
Oh, really?
But he does drink coffee now because he's old. So, you know, gives him a little pick me up when he has to do like stuff in the house.
Yeah, my dad's diabetic.
Oh, so it's
Have you seen that? There's this little girl, this TikTok or whatever it is, two little girls talking, and one is like, my dad's a firefighter, or like my dad works at a oil refinery, whatever the fuck she says, right? She goes, oh, my dad has diabetes.
fucking kids, dude. Well, who are we celebrating today? Martin Luther King. What did he do? He died for our sins.
The best.
That's one of the best. She looks like she was high.
I know. That little girl. So cute. Little white girl on TikTok. If you haven't seen that one, it's great. It's great.
Kids say the darndest things.
They really, really do. Oh, remember I sent you Speaking of diabetes, I had that fucking random ass blood test that said
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to
I'm
ask you about.
pre-diabetic.
How are you pre-diabetic? It must be a genetic thing for you then.
No, you know what? I think there's something wrong with the test. Not with me, dog.
Hold on. You sound just like me. You know, that's so fucking funny, man. Went to the doctor. They told me I was obese. And I was like, there's something wrong with this doctor. They don't know what they're talking about.
There's something wrong with you, your scale, your blood test.
I got on the scale. It said 290 pounds. I was like, scale's broken. Should have got another one. I wore my t-shirt. It was a double XL. It was super tight. I was like, damn, they're making French ass shirts now. I did everything.
He was like, you get these mirrors from the funhouse?
Yeah, what?
This shit don't make sense. Nah, man, this shit don't make sense because I can understand being a skinny, unhealthy person, but I'm arguably living healthier now than I have in years. You know what I'm saying? I'm consistently working out. I eating a lot of like healthy shit. You feel me? I drink water sometimes.
Water?
And so, but here's why I think it probably fucked up. First of all, I sent that shit to Rick. Rick was like, nah, they're gonna make you redo this test because that don't make sense. But also, you know, I thought, okay, maybe
It's like, I don't got fucking diabetes, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly, dog. And I was like, wait, and I was like, okay, maybe something will my doctor will, because I didn't get my blood test at my actual doctor appointment. I went to a separate place because I couldn't make the appointment, whatever, right? But so this place sent my blood test to my doctor, you know what I'm saying, and the results and all that. And normally if there's something alarming, they'll message you and be like, hey, we, you know, like just, you should probably do this and this and that. My doctor already told me, hey, your cholesterol's, you know, on the higher side, so maybe try
Which is crazy.
eat less meat, right? And then, but I checked my shit like 2 days ago and there was nothing about it. Like not even, I didn't even see the actual original blood test that said I'm pre-diabetic, that I was in that zone. So I don't know if they looked at it and they were like, oh, no, something's not right here, and they just deleted it or what. Or maybe they want me to keep being sick, so I keep paying for the insurance.
Doctors
Who
sometimes
knows, man?
do make mistakes. So there was a girl that I was hooking up with, and then
Yeah, she was like, this was a mistake, David.
no. I talked to my doctor, and she said, why are you fucking this guy? I was like, first of all, why is your doctor even saying that? No, but she had a thing on her vagina, like a little bump. And she wanted to tell me, and it was like concerning. And I was telling her, I was like, well, first of all, number one, did you have that bump when we were having sex? Or this is like a week later? She goes, I found it like the other day. I was like, okay, well then, most likely you didn't have that when you were having sex. That was like a week ago. But with her, it's like, go get it checked. And then they said that she had like genital herpes, right? Ooh. So she was like, no, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Right? Because she's like, there's no way. Like, she's very clean and whatnot.
There's a way.
So she got blood work done, and she went to somebody else to check it out. She goes, no, you don't. They don't. She doesn't have it. So the first place, I don't know if they did a test or whatever, but they said that she had it, and then she went somewhere else, and she got it double checked. They're like, no, you don't have it. We did a blood test.
Oh, shit.
And they checked the thing. It was just like an ingrown hair. Yeah.
Those fucking ingrowns.
So it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, why would you?
That's crazy.
Yeah, because that freaked her out. You know?
bet.
I mean, it's not the end of her life or anything like that.
But
it's
herpes is forever, dude.
Yeah, and it's annoying. So it's like, for her, she was like, what the fuck? And she was so pissed.
But you know what's crazy about herpes too? Is that like, that shit's, everybody kind of has a little bit of herpes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I forgot what the doctor said. It was like pretty high. Whether it's like oral herpes or genital, it's a pretty high population. She said that a lot of people don't show. So you don't really know.
That shit's so, it's so weird because it can literally stay dormant in your life, like your whole life, right? My homegirl's homegirl didn't know she had herpes until she had a baby. And the hormones and everything that her body was going through caused her to have an outbreak. And it had just been dormant in her body for most of her, like her entire adult life until she was pregnant and had a baby. And then it was like, oh shit, I have herpes.
Yeah.
You know?
And like, I think the only thing you have to do after that is just like take valsiclovir. Valciclovir or something
That's
like that.
a
It's Valtrex. That's
okay.
So it keeps it dormant. And that's really bad.
Valsiclovir.
Valciclovir, because I get cold sores, right? And I haven't had one in
Ew!
Jesus Christ, Tim. Let me kiss you in the mouth. But I haven't had a cold sore in probably, man, it's been a long time. And I used to get it more frequently when I was really out of shape. So my
Really?
immune system was shit. So once you get healthier, your immune system's stronger. You just don't get them.
Really?
So it's been a pretty long time. So now, like, whenever I get freaked out, when like I'll feel like a cut on my lip. So one thing that always happens when the weather changes, I get a lot of cuts on my lip. For some reason, my lips get fucking dry.
Yeah.
And then I always think it's a cold sore because it feels similar. It's like a burn.
Interesting.
And then, yeah, the last time I had it was probably like 5 or 6 years ago. And I was like, what is this? And then my buddy was like, why don't you just get like prescribed valcyclovir whenever you feel that it's coming? And so, yeah, years ago, I felt it coming. I ordered some. I just had it in the pantry, put it in, and nothing came out. So it was pretty awesome.
Well, congrats, you're not disgusting anymore.
Well, shut up. Yeah, well, it's weird because like I didn't know that American people had a stigma with cold sores. Because I think a lot of Asian people have it because we share food a lot, and so we just call it fever blisters, right?
Word.
So I saw people have cold sores before, and it just never became a thing until like I don't know, like college. Like people were talking about it. I was like, oh, is that like a weird thing?
Well, I traveled with you for years, eating, sharing, kissing. Never got no cold sores over here.
Yeah, because if I had a cold sore, I wouldn't share anything with you. I wouldn't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, true. Well, I appreciate that, David. So
No, yeah, I don't do that stuff. I don't understand why people, if you have it, then you guys shouldn't share drinks, shouldn't do any of that stuff. Because
well, and man, pre-pandemic was so interesting when you think about it now, right? Because it's like, I mean, even as kids in like high school or whatever, you know what I'm saying? With the homies, like y'all are sharing drinks, you know, sharing, like you really don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like, I feel like after the pandemic, I'd be so paranoid about that. I don't share drinks with nobody.
Yeah.
Even with Chia, sometimes I'm like, you just sneeze? I'm gonna get my own. I'm gonna get my own, man. No, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, like my biggest concern too was just like, oh, if I have it, am I gonna just give it to somebody if I just like kiss them or like no. Like you have to have it show, right? So it has to be there. But if it's not transmittable at all. So if I mean, it's been a long time, but even before then, like I told Mary, I was like, look, if I have a cold sore, no kissing, no nothing, no sharing drinks, no nothing.
Yeah.
And so we always made that rule. So, but this fucking dummy, she's always like forgetting shit.
Yeah.
And I'll have my drink and I'm put it down. I see it, grab her. I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, I forgot. It's like 4 or 5 times in the day. I'm like, just get your own fucking cup.
She loves you.
I don't care. I don't want her to have a cold sore. It's annoying.
And then once you get one, is it like, so is it the same situation? Like it stays with you forever? It's
Forever.
Wow.
So when you're in high stress or you're really, really sick, it can come out. So like for me, like it's like just fucking be mindful of it. Because
Yeah.
I don't want her to have this annoying thing that can pop out. You don't know when, right?
You ever had the chicken pox?
Yeah, I had chicken pox.
I've never.
Oh. I have it right now, Tim.
Oh my God, that would suck,
Yeah.
dog. You ever broken a bone?
Fractured both my ankles.
I have never. You fractured both your ankles like at the same damn time?
No, two separate times. Basketball.
Oh shit.
The most injuries I've ever had was from basketball. Yeah, I never got injuries from kickboxing. That's not true. I got injuries from kickboxing and stuff like that, but the most damaging was all from basketball. If I could redo my whole life, I would have never played basketball when I was 260 pounds. It's like, what the fuck were you thinking, man? Like, and I'm always trying to like cross people up, fucking layups and shit.
Yeah.
All I had to do was stay in the post and just throw it in.
Yeah.
But you know, I think I'm fucking, you know, LeBron James and shit.
Yao Ming.
Okay. Yao Ming was a center. Okay, and I'm not 7 feet tall.
Have you ever? Have you ever
watched basketball?
I was gonna say, have you ever?
Ice skating, huh? That's what you watch, huh?
Fucking
Oksana Bayul.
Oksana Bayul in her little genie outfit.
Of course, it's not for the ice skating. it's for something completely different. I was like, I thought you were gonna say, oh, Oksana Bayul in a triple axel. He
Well,
was
that
like,
too. Have you ever seen that
What's
one?
that?
That one center. That one center. That one center.
Yeah. I saw. I saw.
You know.
Yeah. I saw.
Yeah. See, I watch basketball.
Yeah.
I watch it.
I hate it when people ask me about like sports stuff that I don't know about, and I just have to sit there and go, yeah. Yeah. Like, dude, man, you know, you fucking Shohei Ohtani, man, these blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah.
Let's talk about Oksana Bayul again.
Yeah, Oksana Bayul.
That woman might have been, look, her combined with watching Married with Children with my parents all the time might have been the beginning stages of my horns acceleration as a young man.
Really?
Because I feel like some of my first boners were probably watching Oksana Bayul in her little genie outfit. Because it was just, to this day, I still, and this all just connected for me. Like, I love, like, if we talking about lingerie shit, my favorite shit is like see-through, fishnets, shit like that. Reminiscent of
Prostitutes.
figure skaters.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. I just had my bad, dude.
Yeah. You watch figure skating at all?
I didn't watch it for the same reason you did. I just liked them. The skill was pretty fucking amazing. When I was a kid, we used to really give a fuck about the Olympics. Like, it was a big deal. You didn't watch the Olympics? You could tell this guy never played a sport in his life, dude.
We'll be right back. Hey, are you sick of ads popping up during your videos? Sick of getting interrupted when you're enjoying your video content? Well, guess what? You should try YouTube Premium. I use it. I pay for it. You can play a whole podcast without any ads popping up. Music. You can, watch videos. One of my favorite things is you can have videos and open all your other different apps and the YouTube video will still remain playing. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I got a special code for y'all that you can click. Use my code. You get the first 2 months free if you want to check it out. All right. So I'm trying to hook you up because YouTube hit me up. They're like, hey, you want to give your fans a code? I was like, yeah, all right. Check it out if you want to try that.
Did you play any sports? Like with the friends, homies?
Yeah, I mean, I played a little bit. Like, I never had handles like basketball ever. I could never like dribble. You know what I'm saying? But there was
because you didn't care about it. That's why.
I mean, yeah, I didn't like practice. I didn't want to practice. But
Exactly.
in junior high, I had a decent jump shot, like decent. And we would play the little like shooting games. Like, do you ever play knockout?
Yes.
Yeah, like that type of shit I was good at. Yeah, let's just shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? Like, or horse. I'm like, I used to love just playing horse. Like, let's just see who can make a shot. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like everything else, nah, I was no good.
It's interesting. Like when I went to college, I was bad at basketball, and then I didn't realize how good other people were because you just play pickup with your buddies, right?
Yeah.
And all the better basketball players, I never played with them. And then I'll play pickup games at Riverside. I'm like, oh shit, I fucking suck. Like these guys are really fucking good. So I started practicing. But after I left Riverside, I started playing pickup games like with just whoever, whenever, and then I got a lot better. Well, after a while, like you go back to some of your friends you used to play basketball with, and they kind of stayed the same. And I was like, oh shit, I'm like way better than you guys now. And it's because you just level up. But then after a while, it's like, when you're playing with people who aren't as good, and then you're just making all the shots. You could do whatever you want, basically.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not fun. So you kind of play to the level that everybody else is playing because it's more fun that way.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that I had to do that. Well, it happened to me when I was playing my buddy, and he played basketball in a collegiate level.
Okay.
And I just told him, I was like, hey, can you just go all out on me? Like, I want you to just nut in my face. No, I want you to just like treat me like money is on the line.
Okay.
I just want to see what it feels like. It's like, hey, dude, I'm not even fucking lying. I was playing defense. I was like, go, this fool, boom, moves past me. I'm still standing here. And this fool just lays it up. I was like, hey, do it over. Let's do it again. He goes, jukes me. I almost fall. Boom. I'm like, hey, what the fuck? I couldn't even see him.
Yeah.
I'm like, he couldn't make it to the NBA. It's like he tried. So I'm like, well, then those people are better than you.
Yeah.
This is not even fucking fair. Like, I'm really bad at this game.
I never even tried, really.
Well,
Not for me.
well, what if Q's like, Dad, teach me how to play basketball?
Uncle Rick?
Uncle Rick is black. You need to ask him about the black things.
I didn't even know that because I don't see color.
Oh, really?
But nah, Rick is like, Rick is a spry ass, like, smooth big dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's good. Rick used to play basketball like every day, until he rolled his ankle doing some shit. You know, same shit with you. You know.
You saw my bone, right?
Oh yeah. The way it protrudes out.
Yeah, my double ankle.
Yeah. Ugh.
Basketball. We're not sports guys at all whatsoever.
And I actually went out for the football team in junior high.
What?
Because playing with the homies, like I was good. You know what I'm saying? Like I was fast. I could catch. So, you know, doing like running back shit or like receiving shit, I was all right. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make the team. And then
Yeah, I was pretty fucking good. I didn't make it.
I was all right. I said I was all right. And then that's why
In my mind.
all the homies started, you know, but I wanted to kick it with everybody after school and they'll go to games and shit. So I was like, I think I talked to somebody. I was like, yo, let me be the mascot in junior high. So it was just like a Viking helmet. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a full coverage shit. It was my face, Viking helmet. And then I would just kick it with the cheerleaders and then like dance around and be stupid during games and shit. And then I could hang out with my boys, you know, on the bus and, you know. So it was ideal for me.
I wanted to play football. Mom stopped that. I wanted to wrestle. Mom and dad stopped that as well. And they're like, you could play tennis. I'm like, I don't want to fucking play tennis, dude. What the fuck? I want to hit somebody.
They were like, you can play tennis. Here's a violin.
Yeah. They really didn't know me at all whatsoever, dude. I was because my brother was playing tennis and he was good at it. But I just didn't like tennis. It wasn't fun for me. And so I wanted to join football. And then Coach Esslinger, he was the weight training coach. This guy watched me progress. So when I was in high school, my freshman year of high school, I couldn't even do a push-up. I was so fucking weak.
Oh, shit.
So when you're fat and you're weak, terrible combination. And I remember there was this PE teacher, dude, my homies still make fun of me till this day. Because this lady was such a fucking bitch towards me. Because she always thought I was just, I could do a push-up, and I told her I can't.
Yeah.
But she looks at a big guy. She goes, you could do a push-up. I was like, bitch, I don't do push-ups. I can't do a push-up. And so in front of the whole fucking class, she goes, you're going to do a push-up in front of me right now.
No.
Yeah. Her name was Miss Johnson, I believe. She was a blonde-haired bitch. Fuck that bitch.
How mean.
It was literally one of the most humiliating. I just fucking remember this. It was literally one of the most humiliating moments of my life.
Wow.
And so I just remember I was looking and I got up. I was like, bitch, I fucking can't. I can't do a fucking push-up. It made me say that in front of the whole fucking class.
Wow.
So after that happened, like, dude, I was a fucking bitch to her, dude.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we would do like in the morning you have to jog for PE.
Okay.
And she's like, everybody's running. I was like, do I fucking care? And I would just sit down. She goes, well, I'm gonna send you to the principal. I was like, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. And so when they sent me to the principal's office, I told her what she did. I was like, she fucking embarrassed me. Like, she made me do, and they basically talked to her. They're like, why did you fucking, like, why would you do that? She had nothing to say. So after that, she left me alone. Didn't say shit to me. Because I think she was scared or she was gonna be in trouble. It's like, you can't fucking do that to a kid.
And as a result, you became just a big old pile of disgusting.
No, I became a big old pile of disgusting shit when I came to LA because all the fucking Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
In high school, so in my sophomore year, I joined weight training. And that's where Coach Esslinger found me. And Esslinger found me, and I was weak as shit. Couldn't bench. And I didn't realize how hard benching was because and I'm pretty sure you guys all remember this when you first try to bench, balancing this bar is like weird.
Especially when you have your dominant hand.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's so awkward. Yeah.
So, my personality set is like, I did that because I was like, I got to do push-ups. Like, yeah, she's right. I should be able to do a push-up. She wasn't wrong. It's just how she did it was fucking terrible.
Yeah,
right?
not nice.
My first year of high school, too.
Oh, come on.
You know what I'm saying? So, I remember, I still had like the notebook of my PRs. So, my bench max as a sophomore in high school was like 85 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And it was fucking hard. By the end of the semester, my max bench was like 195, almost 200.
Oh, that's some progress.
Yeah, so
a lot
it was,
of progress.
a lot of progress. So Coach Esslinger saw this and he wanted me to join football. And I was hyped. He goes, hey, you're getting strong really fucking fast. He goes, like, I've been seeing you work. I see how fast you sprint. It's like, we need people on our defensive line. Like, do you want to join? I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Told my mom, she was like, you stupid? He said, brain damage? Well, she's actually right.
Yeah.
Like, concussions are huge.
She was like, tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Iron the captain now.
No. Tell the truth. Tell the
You
truth.
fucking talking a Somalian accent.
No,
I didn't think
that's Will Smith and his movie Concussion.
Oh, I like to know the truth. His accent was hilarious, by the way. The trailer, everybody was laughing.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I think about that sometimes because like we've all mentioned before, Q is a big boy, and but I do see Chia being the same way, being like paranoid about him playing like a contact sport like football. You know what I'm saying?
Football is probably the most dangerous sport.
I
in
mean,
my
especially for like a
perspective.
high school kid too.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
It's not so much, and now it's there's been so many studies on like concussions and CTE. So like, if you guys don't know, like when you get concussed, what happens is your brain has a fluid. There's a fluid around your brain and your skull. When you get concussed, your brain actually smashes into your skull. And once you have CTE, it's a degenerative disorder, like the neurons in your brain are all fucked up, you cannot reverse it, right? They're trying to do it now with like stem cells and stuff like that. And I heard it's been kind of working, but you'll hear people, they talk, they actually sound, this is not to be offensive or even funny, like mentally disabled.
Yeah, like a little slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Or like people that have been boxing for like a long time.
dude, one of my favorite boxers, OG, James Toney, fucking can barely speak now.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it happens even more in football. So football, if they want to do football, look, I'm down for it. I would just have to be very mindful and wary of them getting CT and getting concussed.
Scary to think about.
And in my mind, it's like, look, if you're not going to do something great with this, I'd rather have you do something else, right? But if you want to do it, that's fine. You want to be in football, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have you be like in wrestling where, yeah, if you like hurt like a ligament or whatever, we can get that, go to the doctor, heal. Your brain is fucking everything. So I don't know about football.
Yeah, it's scary to think about, man. Especially when it's your babies. You kind of understand why moms would be a little paranoid about that.
Yeah.
I actually feel like I've probably told this before, but there was an older wrestling coach at Paramount High that wanted me on the team so bad, and coach with him. And this fool, it was my first year at Paramount, sophomore year. So I was like, I was just walking around at lunchtime. This fool was always following me. You need to try out for the wrestling team. I'm like, finally, man, why? Why do you want me so bad, right? And
I want to see you in that little spandex, in that spandex, boy.
yeah, he grabbed my balls.
I want to see that little Mekong dong.
Nah, he was like, you look mean. And I was like, and that was because sophomore year at Paramount, before I really had friends, you walking around, you're not trying to look like a little bitch, you know what I'm saying? So I was kind of, not mad dogging, but I was trying to walk around like, hey, don't fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? So he just thought I looked mean. I
It's like, just picture you talk to him. You look mean. And you go, it's all a front.
hey, look, man, I'm living a lie.
Everybody's so mean here. Like, you got to understand, I'm trying to survive.
I've never been around this many Mexicans, man. This Paramount's crazy.
Somebody walks by, hey, what's up?
What's up, fool? Where you from? No, Robyn, where you from?
Turn back. Look, this is really hard.
But now he said I look mean, and I get, like, a lot of people say my build would be good for, like, if I wanted to do like wrestling in school and shit like that. But so I was like, fine. I went for wrestling. I did the first week of like, tryouts or whatever. And I remember we were kind of like, they were like, let's see what you can do. And we kind of started like, we didn't know what we were doing, but I started wrestling with, I took a dude down, you know what I'm saying? But I remember walking home that day, I was so sore already. It was like 2 days into it.
Wrestling is fucking hard.
Yeah, I was like, no, thank you. I just didn't even finish the week tryouts, dog. I was like, I'm good, bro.
I did the week trials for wrestling.
Did you?
Miserable. But I loved it.
Yeah.
Because I like aggressive shit.
Yeah, you do.
My mom and dad were not having it.
Really?
They were not having it. Yeah. I mean, it's not like, look, it would have been a great asset to have, but whatever, that's all in the past now. But I would have loved to have wrestled. I would have loved to have played football, do all the other shit. I mean, I did Hell Week, but, they found out. Because also, too, it's because I had to work at the business on the weekends. So.
You were secretly doing Hell Week for football?
Well, I wanted to see if I could just do it. I forced their signature and everything.
Oh, shit, damn. You were like Lauryn Hill and Sister Act.
I wanted to fucking play football, dude.
You should have just, now I imagine your mom, it's like championship game. You're there playing, you forge your signature to go to the championship. And then you see your mom in the audience. You fucking do that, like, tackle that wins the game somehow. She comes up to you. Debbie,
My mom would have given
I
a fuck.
love. Did you cry?
Yeah. No, my mom would have saw that happen. Everybody's cheering me. She would have walked up to me and then she would have choked me out in the middle in front of everybody, and the police would have came because I fucking lied. And she would always hold that against me.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was scared of my mom to death.
Yeah, I get it. Moms would be scary.
Yeah, just because they would beat the fuck out of me too. So it wasn't like regular ass whoopings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is like immigrant ass whoopings where it's like, dude, you could kill me. Like, you're hitting me too much.
Oh man.
But look how fucking resilient I am now, huh?
I know, and look at you, bro. Your mom saved you from that brain trauma, and now we make money pretending to be funny online. How about that?
Yeah. Shout outs to my mom though. She was right though. Like she was right. But you know, you don't want to hear that when you're a kid.
I know.
You just want to do what the fuck you want to do, even though they're looking out for you. And now, you know, hindsight's 20/20, but it's like, fuck, man, she really was right. Like I would have been fucked up.
My mom was right too. I should have never picked those pimples on my cheeks, and now I'm paying thousands of dollars for laser treatments for my acne scars.
She just looks at you.
Boy.
What I tell you.
Well, shout out to your moms, shout out to your dads, shout out to everybody. Thank y'all for watching another episode of Dudes
No
Behind the
shout
Fruits.
out to my high school PE teacher when I was a freshman, you fucking slut.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, and I not because women are sluts. I call her one because I'm trying to hurt her feelings.
She is specifically a slutty woman in the most negative of ways, not because she is in tune with her sexuality and
Yes.
has multiple partners, but because she does it all in a very slutty, uncouth way.
Yeah, you freaking idiot. You hurt my feelings.
Yeah, you big dummy.
Yeah. Your pussy stinks.
Poo-poo head. Bye.
Yo, it's the dudes behind the food.